Welcome students, myself Kukreja Rahul. Today we have to learn about the chapter 9 quadrilateral, chapter number 8 quadrilateral for standard 9. Okay, so as per the previous session we have already seen that question number 1, 2 and question number 4 as per the exercise 8.2. Okay. So now we are moving for the question number 3 for the exercise 8.2. Okay, so let's start. For standard 9, name of the chapter that is quadrilateral. Okay, and exercise 8.2 question number 3. Question number 3 is said that ABCD is a rectangle and PQR and S are the midpoint of the side AB, BC and CD, and respectively show that the quadrilateral PQRS is a rhombus. Okay. In the previous session, question number 2 is said that ABCD is a rhombus as given. We have to prove that PQRS is a rectangle. Here ABCD is a rectangle as given. Now we have to prove that PQRS is a rhombus. Okay. ABCD is a rectangle. Okay. We need to prove that PQRS, that are the midpoint of the sides, forms rhombus. Okay. Clear? So first of all I'll draw the one diagonal. Okay. So now in triangle, as per the given, ABCD is a rectangle. Okay. To prove PQRS is a rhombus. Okay. So let's start about the proof. So as per the we know using the midpoint theorem. Okay. As per we know that midpoint theorems, that is in triangle ABD, in triangle ABD, P and S are the midpoints. Therefore, by midpoint theorem, okay, therefore by midpoint theorem, that is SP is parallel to the DB or PS is parallel to the DB and PS is equal to the half of DB. Okay. Now we are moving for the triangle BCD. In triangle BCD, okay, in triangle BCD, R and Q are the midpoints of CD and BC. Okay, clear that? So therefore by midpoint theorem also, therefore by midpoint theorem, RQ is equal to the BD, sorry, RQ is parallel to the BD and RQ is equal to the half of BD. Okay, this is my equation is 2. So from the 1 and 2, from equation 1 and 2, that are PS is parallel to the DB, PS is parallel to the DB and RQ is also parallel to the DB, and PS is equal to the half of DB and RQ is also equal to the half of DB. Therefore PS is parallel to RQ and PS is equal to the RQ. Therefore from equation 3, PQRS is a parallelogram. Okay, PQRS is a parallelogram. Now I have to prove that in the PQRS is a parallelogram, so their opposite sides are equal and parallel. Now I have to just prove that their adjacent side is also equal, so we have to say that it is also rhombus. Okay, because of in the rhombus all the sides of the rhombus are equal. Okay, so that's why we have to prove that just two adjacent sides as equal. For the two adjacent side, I have to take triangle APS and triangle SDR. In triangle APS and SDR, we have to say that AP is equal to the DR because of the AB and CD are equal side of the rectangle. Okay, AB is equal to the CD are equal side of the rectangle, but P and R the midpoints. Therefore we have to write that 2 times AP as a AB and 2 times DR as a place of the CD. Okay, so therefore AP is equal to the DR. Second thing, S is also midpoint of the AD, so AS and also AS equal to the SD. AS equal to the SD because S is a midpoint. Okay, because of the S is a midpoint, AS is equal to the SD. Angle angle PAS and SDR. Angle PAS equal to the SDR. Both of them are 90. And AP is equal to DR. We are prove it here. AP is equal to the DR. Proved. So therefore by side angle side congruency rule, triangle APS is congruent to triangle SDR. Okay, so therefore by specificity rule, we have to take that as a SP is equal to the SR. Okay, we have to take as a SP is equal to the SR. SP is equal to the SR. Therefore, now I have to prove that two adjacent sides of the parallelogram are equal. So all these sides are equal to each other. Therefore, PQRS is a rhombus. PS is equal to the SR. Okay, but SR is equal to the PQ because the opposite side of the parallelogram are equal. Okay, and SP is equal to the RQ. Okay, so all these sides are equal at here. Clear that? So that's why I had to write that PQRS is a rhombus. Please note down this first. Now we have to move for the question number 5. Okay, because of the in the previous session we have already seen question number 4. The question number 5, in parallelogram ABCD, E and F are the midpoint of the side ABCD respectively. Show that the line segment AF and EC trisect the diagonal BD. So first of all we have to draw the figure. Okay, so this kind of the figure is given, and diagonal BD, and here the points are P and Q. Now in the parallelogram ABCD, E and F are the midpoints. Given that things which are given, that is ABCD is a parallelogram and E and F are midpoints. Okay, so to prove that is to prove AF and EC trisect diagonal BD. AF and EC trisect diagonal BD, that means trisect means three equal parts PD, PQ and BQ. PD equal to the PQ equal to the BQ equal to the 1/3 of BC. Trisect the diagonal BC. Okay, three equal parts, therefore BC is a BD, here we is BD. BD is a 1/3 of the all three equal individual parts. Okay, so let's start to prove. In the proof, first of all, E and F are the midpoints of AB and CD. Therefore, but AB is equal to the CD, opposite side of the parallelogram are equal. Therefore, AB, that means E is a midpoint, therefore we have to write as a 2AE is equal to 2FC. 2 cancel out, therefore AE equal to the FC, and also AB is parallel to the CD, therefore part of the parallel lines are parallel, we know that. Therefore we should also say that AE is parallel to the FC. Okay, because AB is parallel to CD, therefore part of the AB, that is AE, and part of the CD, that is FC, are also parallel to each other. Okay, so therefore from AE is parallel to the FC and AE is equal to the FC, therefore AECF is a parallelogram. Okay, this is my AECF. This part is my parallelogram. Okay, now therefore also AECF is parallelogram, therefore EC and AF are also parallel, therefore EC parallel to the AF we have to write. Okay, now in triangle ABP, EQ, that is this part of the line, EQ is parallel to the AP. Okay, part of the parallel lines are also parallel. EQ parallel to AP we have to take, and we are writing that part of the parallel lines are parallel. Okay, in triangle ABP, EQ parallel to the AP, therefore and E is midpoint of side, A is a midpoint of side AB, therefore by converse of midpoint theorem, that we know that is if E is a midpoint and EQ is parallel to AP, then from the another side there is a point that intersect with that side are also midpoint of that side, corresponding side. So I'll write also that EQ is a midpoint of PB. Q is midpoint of PB. Okay, so that's why we have to write that as a BQ equal to PQ. Therefore PQ is equal to the BQ. We are proving one thing at here. Okay. Now for the triangle DQC, in triangle DQC, in triangle DQC, F is a midpoint and PF is parallel to QC. PF parallel to the QC, part of the parallel lines are parallel. Okay, so therefore and F is midpoint. F is a midpoint of CD, of side CD. Therefore, by converse of midpoint theorem, that is, if F is a midpoint of CD, therefore we also say that P is a midpoint of DQ. P is midpoint of DQ. Therefore we are writing that, therefore we are say that PD is equal to the PQ. Okay, PQ is equal to the DP. Clear that? Now here is the BD is a line, therefore BD is equal to the PD plus PQ plus BQ. Okay, but PQ is equal to the BQ and PQ is also equal to the DP. Therefore all sides are equal. Hence BD equal to the PQ plus PQ plus PQ. Therefore BD equal to the 3 times PQ. Therefore 1/3 BD is equal to the PQ is equal to the PD is equal to the BQ. Okay, hence proved. Clear that? Please note down this. Clear? Now we are moving for the question number 6. Now in question number 6, that is, show that the line segment of the joining the midpoint of the opposite side of the quadrilateral are bisect each other. Here is the quadrilateral is given. ABCD is a quadrilateral. And midpoint of the quadrilateral line joining the midpoint of the quadrilateral that are the bisect each other to prove that is PR and SQ are bisect each other. Okay, and things which are given and as per the to prove, let's start the proof. PQRS are the midpoints. PQ, R and S are the midpoints of AB, BC, CD and AD. Okay, now I'll join that and construct the diagonal. Okay, so in triangle BAD, in triangle BAD, we are say that S and P are the midpoints of AD and AB. Therefore, by midpoint theorem, we are writing that SP is parallel to the BD and SP is equal to the half of BD. Okay, equation 1. Now we are moving for the triangle BCD. In triangle BCD, R and Q are the midpoints. Therefore, by midpoint theorem, RQ is parallel to the BD, RQ is parallel to the BD and RQ is half of BD. Okay, this is second one. So from equation 1 and 2, we are say that SP is parallel to BD and RQ is parallel to BD. SP is equal to the half of BD. SP is half of BD and RQ is also half of BD. Therefore, SP is parallel to RQ and SP is equal to the RQ. Therefore, PQRS is a parallelogram and diagonals of PQRS are bisect. Diagonals of PQRS bisect each other. Therefore, PR and SQ are the diagonal of PQRS. Therefore, PR and SQ bisect each other. Okay, hence proved. Clear that? Please note down fast. So students, I hope all of you are enjoying this class and you are learned very much from this class. So from the next session we are moved for the question number 7. Okay, that is the last question of this exercise. Okay, so if you have any query, please notify me. Okay, so till then, goodbye and stay blessed.